Can Perplexity replace Google? What their citations don't prove. A footnote can make a wrong answer feel verified. That is the strange power and the biggest danger of Perplexity. It does not simply hand you a page of links. It reads the web, writes one confident answer, and places citations beside it. That can save an American worker, parent, student, or small business owner an hour. It can also persuade you to stop checking at exactly the moment you should begin. So can Perplexity replace Google in 2026? Or is it better understood as a research assistant whose work still needs supervision? Perplexity calls itself an answer engine. The difference matters. Traditional search helps you find documents. Perplexity retrieves documents, ranks them, and writes a synthesis. It is also not one single eye model. Depending on the plan and mode, it can use Perplexity's own Sonar system and models from companies such as OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, xAI, and others. And the product has moved far beyond the simpler question box. Search handles quick answers. Pro Search runs multiple searches and pulls from the web, academic material, financial sources, videos, forums, and uploaded files. Perplexity says deep research can perform dozens of searches, read hundreds of sources, reason through them, and produce a report in minutes. Comet adds an iBrowser. Perplexity Computer can research, code, build documents, and work with connected tools. That is why the product can feel revolutionary. Ask it to compare 3 laptops, summarize an earnings call, explain a confusing government form, organize year-long PDF, or build a reading list. And it can turn 20 open tabs into one usable map. The real advantage is not that it knows everything. It compresses the first stage of research, finding vocabulary, locating the major sources, showing theta segments, and giving you better follow-up questions. But convenience creates a psychological trap. A normal search result looks unfinished, so yuck, now you still have work to do. An answer looks finished. The paragraphs are clean. The tone is certain. The footnotes are waiting. Your brain interprets that presentation as proof. It is not proof. Perplexity's own Help Center tells users to validate information by opening the linked sources. That warning matters because a citation can bury and still fail in several ways. It may support only part of a sentence. It may be outdated. It may repeat another weak source. Or the model may combine 2 accurate facts into an inaccurate conclusion. In a 2025 TOE Center test, researchers gave AI search systems 1600 queries built from excerpts of news articles that ordinary Google search could identify easily. Perplexity returned an incorrect result in 37% of its tested queries. That was a specific source retrieval test, not a claim that 37% of every Perplexity answer is wrong, but it exposes the central problem. A polished head citation interface can still deliver the wrong article, publisher, or link with confidence. The paid version answered more questions, yet it could also be more confidently wrong instead of admitting uncertainty. So the correct rule is simple. More citations mean more opportunities to verify, not a higher truth score. There is a second change that matters even more. Perplexity is moving from answering questions to taking actions. Comet can interact with websites, while agent tools can work across browsing sessions, files, and connected accounts. When an AI only writes a bad paragraph, you lose information. When it can send, buy, download, or expose data, a mistake can become an action. Before Comet's public launch, Perplexity read the security firm Trail of Bits to test the browser. The researchers demonstrated prompt injection attacks in which hostile instructions hidden on a web page could manipulate the assistant during an ordinary summarization request and In proof of concept tests, extract mail content. Perplexity says it fixed the identified gaps before launch and now uses multiple layers of defense. The lesson is not that every Comet session is compromised. It is that our browsers process untrusted web content while holding trusted permissions. Keep confirmation turned on. Give the browser the narrowest permission savable. Never let an agent make an irreversible final email or account decision without reviewing the final step. Privacy deserves the same caution. For free, Pro, and Max consumer accounts, Perplexity says our data retention is enabled by default. Users can turn it off, but the opt-out tap is only to data collected after that date, and previously collected training data cannot be removed. That means the safest time to change the setting is before you upload a tax return, medical record, client file, private contract, or anything containing social security numbers. Then there is the price. As of August 3, 2026, the free plan offers practically unlimited basic searches, but very limited Pro searches. Pro costs $20 a month or $200 a year. Max costs $200 a month. Paid access brings more models, uploads, research, and creation tools, but it does not purchase a guarantee of accuracy. And unlimited I needs an asterisk. Advanced model access can face rate limits, while computer tasks use a separate credit system. There is also a hidden economic question. Perplexity saves users time by summarizing work that reporters, researchers, reviewers, and communities paid to create. On July 31, 2026, a federal judge allowed Mostoff Reddit's lawsuit against Perplexity and several data scraping companies to continue. Reddit alleges its protections were bypassed. Perplexity denies the allegations and says it is defending the open internet. There has been no final ruling. But the conflict asks a question every iSearch company must answer. If users stop visiting the original sources, how will keep paying to produce them? So how should an ordinary person use Perplexity? Use it as a research navigator, not a final authority. Put the date, location, and source requirements in the question. Ask it to separate confirmed facts from assumptions. Ask for the strongest counterargument and what remains unknown. Then open the 3 citations carrying the most important claims and find the exact supporting language yourself. For medical decisions, end at the original health authority or a qualified clinician. For taxes, end at the IRS. For investing, end at SEC filings, fund documents, and regulated disclosures. For legal questions, end at the actual federal estate law, court document, or a licensed attorney. Perplexity can help you find those doors. It should not pretend to be the person standing behind them. Can it replace Google? For many research tasks, it can replace the first 20 minutes, the scattered tabs, repeated searches, and basic orientation. It should not replace the final 2 minutes when you verify the evidence that could affect your money, health, rights, job, or family. Perplexity is more than a search engine, but less than an authority. Its best answer may not be, "Here is the truth." It may be, "Here is where you should look next." And when a machine gives you a perfect paragraph with footnotes, will you inspect the evidence or mistake convenience for certainty?